Whoa, how y'all doing out there? You know what it is, your man Nico B Black Effect. I want to do this video. This is a serious topic, man. And this is about the crying wolf that stop Asian hate. You know, Asian, and it's also I got this idea to do this video because I don't have any problem, with any group of people, you know, um, want to defend themselves, because of course, if you're an immigrant or even for black people, like you see, this is called a black effect. And you see, I mostly do things that's geared to help blacks and minorities because, as a tribe. So I get that you want to keep your people safe, as a group. But where I'm not feeling it and where it gets to be unfair and very, very disingenuous to us as black people is when you try to do like this guy did on his video and use that to compound on the racism you already have towards us as black people. Now, where is that been addressed? You understand? Like, we don't say stop black. I mean, we want equality as black people from all across the board, but we're not sitting here saying that it's you, pinpointing, telling about the racism that Asians do. We really against blacks. We don't never talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We always gear it towards white people. That's all we think about racism. We think about it just black and white. It's racism, whites against blacks. No, but if all these Asians who have businesses, I'll tell you a story. Remember one time, like Asians have businesses all around the hoods. If you in the ghetto, I'm pretty sure you know an Asian who has a business. This has been going on since the times of Juice. They've been doing this, and they do this, and they don't care about that community. They just make money there. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care about black people, and a lot of times they go in there with an antagonistic attitude towards, and with a lot of stereotypes in their mind towards black people. And the people they deal with. Don't get me wrong. Some of us as black people, y'all perpetuate them stereotypes, and shame on y'all. Y'all niggas, like, I'm not even really talking to y'all. Like, y'all don't have y'all go that way. I'm talking to the stand up citizens who trying to do stuff God's will for their life. Now it's been people, everybody can fall on hard times, but Asians, they get there with those stereotypes, think everybody is a thug or broke. I remember one time, man, I used to work out in North Dallas, man. And I caught the train out there. This is back in the day. Now, I used to go past this Asian, like this, the shops that they have, just one of them corner store shops owned by Asians selling wave caps, all type of black trinkets. You know how it go. They sell all the black trinkets. They have everything. They got the wave caps. They got everything for ethnic black people, because they know who they marketing it to. They ain't got nothing for Asian. They don't have rice woks or stuff for Asian people. They don't have that. They have the stuff that's good for you, and it's cheap. Sodas, cheap sugary sodas and stuff. So I remember one time, you know what I'm saying, I had just got off the train heading to work, man. And I went to I went to this place every day. Every single day I went to this place to buy something, you know what I'm saying? Something to drink after I got out of work or before, you know what I'm saying? A wave cap or something, a comb, anything, a brush. I went there literally every day. Okay. So one day I went there, and I bought something for $1, and I knew, and I was broke at the time. You understand? I ain't gonna lie, like I said, man, that was at the time where I didn't, I was just working a job, nigga. It was a long time ago. So I had, put 100 pennies on, like, it was all counted out. Of course I double checked it. You know what I'm saying? I put that on the now mind you, I come here every day paying cash at this place. I put that on the counter. You know what this lady said in her exact words? She was like, "No, you take this to banker." That's what she said in her exact, and it was an accent. She in her accent, like, she said, "No, you take this to banker." That's what she told me. And I was like, I'm just looking at her like, this is 100. You can't just count this out so I can get this drink, you know what I'm saying, and get out of here. It's hot. You can't just do that. I've been here every single day. spending cash. But because, I have this now, I have to spend change, which is still money. You like, no, you take this to bank, like just with an antagonistic tone. And I was just like, you know what? I never come here again, and I never did. Now I say that to say that's not reflective of all Asians. I got much love for, I love Japanese culture. Like, all Asians not grouped in the same group. So with this stop Asian hate stuff, like, what do you mean? Who's hating on Asians? Like, what is that? Like, we over here in this country as black people, if we know anything about hate, to pinpoint hate, we know, as black people, where it's at. We know what hate looks like. You understand? And I really do mean this. It's funny how this same group of people, would like everyone to get behind them. And I can understand that anyone can get behind that. Don't nobody want anyone to be harmed of any race or group. That's what we've been fighting for. We've been fighting just to be treated like even human beings. Have you helped us with that? Have you cared about us getting our reparations? I'm gonna keep it real. In all fairness, black people and should stay out of your issues. And that's, you can get mad, but we have no, and I'm not saying that now, I'm saying this in fairness. We should, what I'm saying? See, but I'm a God-fearing man. You understand? I'm gonna trust the Most High, and I'm not gonna, I don't harbor any grudges or anything like that. I'll fight for anyone who needs help. You understand? But I'm telling you, who will help you is the Most High, Jesus Christ. It's not about what group you're in. You understand? It's about you being where God want you to be in the time when you need to be there. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter for black, white, whoever. You know what I'm saying? If you got the protection of the Most High, then you are covered in the blood, and you ain't got to worry about that. You need to just worry about what he needs you to do. Quit worrying about all this groups, because you're grouping everything up. Hey, like I said, Asian people have done that, and people have, all races have done that. When especially when you immigrate to another land, you have, some people, like Jewish people, have done that. That's fine, because you help each other. You know what I'm saying? And I totally get that. That makes sense. But my thing is, like, don't, if you want to group up, then, understand that you're going to also be looked at as, this specific group, by other groups of people and by other people. That's just how it's going to work. You're going to kind of isolate yourself. You're going to do that in default. Now,
I know it wasn't.
Pause. But, pardon me. Like I'm saying, man, I'm just saying, like, don't expect the brothers and sisters to come to your aid, like, and so quickly, like, if it's not genuine. Like, there's cases where I saw this Asian guy blaming, trying to use that card, the Asian hate card, on 2 black tenants he had, and then the cops came and found out that he was, was lying and talking crap and basically making this stuff up, and the black people just sitting there looking at him like, see stuff like that. That takes us aback, because it's like, we already know that, you hadn't defended us, you hadn't stepped up for us. Even one could say, even in my case, I could say that you have an antagonistic, racist attitude, stereotype attitude, you have a racist attitude towards blacks in those neighborhoods where you put businesses, and you stereotype them. You buy into these stereotypes and try to feel superior, over them. It's not all, but I'm just telling you how the sentiments in the communities that you're in. Those are the sentiments. You don't give back. Now, that's just the facts. You serve, you wouldn't be there. It'll be somebody else there. You're there to make money. You're there to sell cheap cigarettes, cheap drinks, and, cheap beer, and cheap chips. And that's what you there to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not improving the community. You're just there to make money. So, but like I said, man, at the end of the day, no one should be harming anyone. Like with the case of the guy going into the strip club and shooting up I'm not a strip club. He went to the massage parlors and shooting up a lot of people and killing people in the massage parlor. That wasn't an Asian hate crime. I mean, if you ask him personally, out of the devil's mouth, he told you that he had a bad day. He was stressed. It don't matter. They could have been black hookers. Black sex workers. Black masseuses, white masseuses. He even killed two Caucasian people. So that's a false narrative. Okay, that's not an Asian hate crime. Just because Asian people get killed, that don't mean it was Asian hate crime. You know what I'm saying? Just because black people get killed, that don't mean it's a hate crime. Just because a white person kills a black person, don't mean it was racially motivated. We need to stop. Like, I think now people are just trying to find things to argue about, and you causing more problems than good. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like I said, the one thing is for true. It's for damn sure. The black, you ain't worried. No group of people, Asian, whatever, y'all, you was not worried about the black man and the black woman's plight here in America. In fact, you capitalized off of trying to make them seem like the laughing stock or the bottom rung. You know, our racist groups of people done that. And that's sad. I'm talking about every group of people came over here. If you hadn't fought for the black man's rights, who's been over here and actually fought for this country and helped build this country, then he's the only one who hasn't gotten his reparations, even for Native Americans, then, you know, don't expect us or any, you know, to be going to bat for y'all or any other group to go to bat for you, because it doesn't seem like you know, when the shoe's on the other foot, everyone's just alpha says it's like, you know, forget them. But now, like I said, see, who's gonna shape and change this world is God's people. They are gonna be very few and far between on this earth. But those who are with the Most High, with Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying, with God, even our Muslim brethren who need to just come get into the truth, come over here with us, they already know the truth. You know what I'm saying? They know what's up. They just need to get covered in the blood. All of us is going to be on one accord. You know, all of us who want to be in the truth. And that small number of people is going to change the earth. You know, it's going to be, that's who's going to withhold, because they're going to hold the truth. They're going to be able to reveal the truth to you. What has people in confusion is the lack of the truth being revealed. Okay. So when we get to the bottom and truth comes in, people can get together. They don't have there's no grudges in the, you know, no contingencies there. No contentions in the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's no strife there. You understand? And no argument, because we on one accord in the truth. You understand? And that's harmony between human beings. But so with that being said, stop, you know, with all these groups, and that's not just, I'm not trying to pick on Asians. It's not just y'all. Us as black people need to stop doing that. Stop crying wolf every time. Talking about racism this, you racist. Stop doing that, because it's not always racism. You know what I'm saying? With that age, it's not always Asian hate. It's not always some, you know, people picking on the Jewish people. It's not always somebody anti-Semitic. It's not always that. It's not always somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, comedians can't even get their 1-2 thing off today, because people is like, oh, Janet, oh no, you don't say. See, I can go on and on. I just want to, but I don't want to get off topic. So that being said, it's your man Nico B, Black Effect.